back in May, I tore my rotator cuff muscle by pulling the lawnmower to start. I'm going to show you how to not injure your shoulder. What you have to do is hold the handlebar with one hand and pull it with your other hand. So here's how I figured out how to do it without hurting your shoulder. I have a little piece of string to hold the handlebar closed, and then I use my other hand so that I don't have to hold on to this thing, and I can stand way back. There we go. I got a little bit of last minute mowing done before we go up to the museum tomorrow. I feel a lot better. I didn't mow the entire area, but at least I got this little bit done, and makes me feel a little bit better about how things look. These are the old leek plants. They were the leek seed plants. Isn't that funny how they just get really weird in their old age? Kind of like me. Look at this. Aren't these funny? You could probably, if you were desperate, you could probably peel this and eat it, pretend that it's an allium. Well, actually it is an allium. But these will all go down to the compost. Danielle said that I could put these peppers down in the compost, clean things up. I've been keeping my eye on this lamb's quarter plant. Look at the wonderful seeds on it. Well, I'm not going to collect the seeds to plant more lamb's quarter. It does a pretty good job of that on its own, but I'm going to put it on my drying rack here, and I'm going to dry these seeds out and save them for eating purposes. They make wonderful little garnishes to soups and so forth. Lamb's quarter seed. You toast them, you dry them out, you clean them, you toast them, and they're just wonderful. It's kind of like quinoa, although quinoa you cook differently. And it's kind of like amaranth. We're going to be doing the same thing to amaranth. These are wonderful little seeds. It's all protein. It's not the type of thing you would find in a health food store, because people don't really know about eating lamb's quarter seed. But let me tell you something, if you're in a survival situation, and thank goodness we're not yet, but it's just one of those little tricks to keep in your hip pocket. You never know, just in case. I mentioned amaranth, and our red amaranth is ready to be harvested and dried out for cleaning. Aren't these wonderful? Wonderful little seeds. People don't know much about growing amaranth. Some people do. You can even eat the leaves, but I'm primarily interested in the seeds for cleaning and toasting. And again, like the lamb's quarter, they make a wonderful little garnish. And don't forget, amaranth and lamb's quarter are members of the same family, the goosefoot family. And I think I said it earlier in a different video, that so are beets and Swiss chard, and by golly, even spinach is a member of the goosefoot family. I guess because of the shape of the leaves. Amaranth is such a beautiful plant. And this particular plant is a volunteer, meaning it just decided to take up occupancy right here in the greenhouse on its own. This row right here that I just cleaned up, it had our leeks in it, and it had Danielle's 2 little pepper plants in it. This is going to be our seed growing row for next year, our biennial seed growing row. Now what you see back there right now are leeks. See if I can zoom in on them. Those are leeks, just like the kitchen leeks that we brought up to make that soup the other day. These are the same leeks, the same batch, except I left 20 of them in the garden, and they're going to grow up next year to be our seed plants. And then right in front of them, you'll see later in the fall, we'll be making a video. I'm going to put carrots right in here, probably 20 of them. And then we're going to put, I know we're going to put Asa Craig onions right here in the beginning. That'll be very exciting. And then next to the seed growing row is just another vacant row. I'm not sure what I'll plant there. This is where we did have the seed plants this year. We had the Rosa de Roscoff onion plants right about here, and then the carrots, and then the beets, and then finally back there next to the other leeks we had our leek seed plants. I'm going to go up and get the machine now, and I'm going to just kind of stir up this dirt here and get it ready for bringing those other vegetables over. That won't be today. That'll probably be right about the time we plant garlic in a couple of weeks. Here's something that might interest you. This thing, can you guess what this is? This is the beet plant that I put in the garden to grow beet seed from. This thing here, it looks almost like a cow heart or something, although I've never seen a cow heart. Isn't that really something? I've got to save that to show Danielle. She'll be interested in that. And then, I suppose one could eat that thing. Cut it up and boil it. You could probably eat that if times are tough. Heck, times are getting tough now. Now, if you veteran homesteaders out there know this, and that is, if you're going to get a lawnmower, try to get one with a grass catcher. This is the grass catcher from the mower that I was using a minute ago. And look at all this wonderful green stuff. This stuff is a resource. There are so many uses for that. For example, I could, at the very least, take it down to the compost bin and either put it right in the compost bin, or I like to save green material to the side of the compost bin so that I can layer human manure with it. But today we're going to take this in and give it to the chickens, because especially this particular batch of chickens, the Rhode Island Reds, they don't get a lot of green material, or at least not quite as much as the Isa Browns. So I'm going to give these to the Rhode Island Reds. Normally I would take it behind their coop and just put it in their run and let them wreak havoc with it. But I'm going to put this particular batch of green manure, I'm going to put it in their coop and put it down for litter. I'll take this in there, and the girls will scatter it for me. I don't have to worry about scattering it. They'll do a very good job of that. Right, girls? I got a present for you, girls, okay? I take care of my girls, don't I? Here we go, girls. Here we go, girls. There's a present for you, girls, okay? Look at that for you, girls. Huh? Yeah. You like that, don't you, girls? Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So there we go. I've got this bed tilled. This is where the other seed plants will go. For example, the carrots. I think I said this a minute ago. And onions and probably some beets right in this little strip right here. Oop, see if I can find my finger. There it is. This strip right here. But then this other strip over here, I went ahead and rototilled anyway. Just cleaned it up. It looks a lot better. So that's going to be about it from down here. This machine is called a BCS, and it's made in Italy. It is our workhorse down here on the homestead. This thing we have for the rototiller attachment there in the back, and as you've already seen a couple times, we have a wood splitter attachment for it, and we also have a snowblower attachment for it. It's really quite a thing. They're not cheap. It's not the type of thing that you would just buy on the weekend really quick for the fun of it. It is really several $1,000s. But you know what? This, instead of getting a four-wheeler or instead of getting a snowmobile, we got this. And for our lifestyle, this makes a lot of sense. Hi, Danielle.
Hello.
Well, it's just about 6 o'clock. Another half hour. I'll have all the chickens put to bed. The older chickens are already making their way in. I gave them that nice grass from the lawnmower. They're very happy about that. They will distribute that throughout their little lobby in the wooden coop. And they're going to turn that into fertilizer for us. So we've got that done. I got a lot of mowing done. Danielle is watering the gardens, and I did some rototilling. I still have some tomato plants to yank out, but that can happen maybe on Monday. Tomorrow is the big museum day that we've been talking about. So if the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be over there at the museum. If you're in the area of Eddington, Maine, stop in at the I don't even know what they call it. The logging museum is all I know. So anyway, we're going to be up there demonstrating. I'll be spinning flax, and Danielle will be doing some needlepoint work on some fabric. So that's going to just about do it from down here. We'll see what kind of I may take for Saturday's video. I might just hold that footage over into Sunday's work because we're going to be at the museum for 2 days. So I might just make one big video out of all that. So if you don't see a video for Saturday's work, that'll be the reason why. Anyway, I'm going to put the BCS away, and we got a few more minutes, and then I'm going to give Emma her supper and put her to bed, and then we just have to wait for the young chickens to go to bed. So that's going to do it from down here. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.
We don't want to forget these.
Fais dodo, petite nanette. Fais dodo, tu auras du gâteau. Papa est en bas, il coupe du bois. Maman fait du chocolat. Et papa qui fait du gâteau. Fais dodo, petite nanette. Fais dodo, tu auras du gâteau. Bonsoir, bonne nuit.